Sonic Temple 2023. It's Matt Pinfield and Josh Bernstein, and we are here with Ronnie, Radke, and Luke. Guys from Falling in Reverse. So good to have you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So it's so good to see you, man. You know, it's we were jamming the Watch the World Burn video, obviously, and Zombified. All this. I love what you do as far as, you know, how you put all the art into what you do when it comes to your visuals. Obviously, live you always crush it, and you always have.
Thank you.
But
that shit's hard live, by the way.
Yeah.
And I know you're not supposed to. You're supposed to pretend like everything you do is easy, and that's what makes the mystique. But I mean, it's hard. It's taxing, and then, you know. And I like that though. Knowing when you're in the studio and you're making it, you're like, this is going to be hard. I'm like, oh, we'll figure it out.
Especially because there's so much going on in. Like, take that song, "Watch the World Burn," and all the different things you're doing in it, and different directions you're taking the song. It's got to be one of those ones. It's definitely hard when you're doing it live. I mean, you have to put a lot into it.
And we put it out. I put it out for the fans that have like the rap and the rock 10 years ago when I was doing it.
Yeah.
And this ain't gonna be a big song. I was telling him, I'm like, this is not gonna be that big. It's not gonna be like Popular Monster or Voices in My Head. There's no way, right? And it's the biggest song. It's like the biggest song by far. If you go look at the streams, relatively speaking, from Popular Monster, I can't believe it. There's no chorus, and I'm just really grateful that, I'm surprised, so I'm just grateful for that.
I gotta say though, all of us when we first heard it, when it was all finished, we were like, this song's gonna be huge. I knew.
You guys,
yeah,
did, I'm in my
I know. Because you've heard it a million times at that point, so you get sucked out of
Yeah.
But we hear it for the first time, we're like, oh, this is gonna be huge.
Yeah, the ending made you
And also, knowing obviously all the stuff with your beliefs in the news, it just sort of it was everything there. It was almost like a finished thought. I don't know. We loved it. Yeah. Our audience loved it. It was very popular.
Number one on our countdown.
Yeah. There might be a. Yeah. Oh, that's insane. Thank you. Yeah. There might be a sequel. So
yeah,
stay
tuned. Might be a
tuned.
sequel to that. So we'll see.
I'm excited. Yeah, I heard some rumors that you guys are working on a new clip and some new songs, and I'm excited about that. So we're ready to embrace it when it comes.
Yeah,
it's been great. Has it been fun? You're a veteran to these festivals. I've seen you crush it so many times, and just there's such a love for Falling in Reverse, and just so much love and support. Talk to me about what is your favorite thing about doing festivals? Is it the people that haven't seen you yet that you're winning over, or is it? Tell me about
that. Is definitely the number one. Watch the World Burn is kind of you can kind of tell that it's I need to prove something to people kind of thing, and I have that mentality. Any battle rapper, I need to prove something. Like Eminem, he needed to prove something. He was white in a black culture, rapping and stuff, and he even says in interviews, just constantly feel like I need to prove you wrong, and I love that when there's a bunch of maybe naysayers are in the back or something. I love that because I watch people that were fans of the band that comes after us, like Tool or Kiss or something, that are not really aware of the new stuff, of the newer bands. They'll be watching. By the third song, they're like, and I'm like, yes, dude, those are the people. That's why I like playing, especially Danny Wimmer festivals, because the way he treats the artist as well backstage. Because there's a lot of festivals I've played where it's, you know what I mean, where you go backstage and it's not up to the artist's liking and stuff like that. He really goes all out backstage and treats the artists and makes sure the artist is comfortable and stuff too. So, and it's huge. I mean, there's 50,000. How many people are here?
Oh yeah, there'll be 40,000, 50,000.
That's insane.
And it is, and it just proves that rock is alive and well, and the rock community is the most true and devoted community
correct
in music and genre. I believe, and I see it every day, and it's because there's a camaraderie, there's a family vibe, there's a thing where people stay with you. It's not fair weather, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So how you guys feel about it?
Yeah, pop culture can be really fickle, I feel like people can love this artist one day and then the next day I don't really care. But obviously I've only been playing for this band 2.5 years or so, but I can see people that were fans of the old, even Escape the Fate, when he was in Escape the Fate, that are still here for this new era of Falling in Reverse.
I appreciate that. I appreciate those fans, and all the new fans as well, because it feels good knowing that the old fans are still there, but it feels just as good when you look out and you're like, you don't look like you'd be my fan now. And that's from all the radio play. And I'm like, yes, you tapped into that market. And they actually like me, you know, like that's sick. They like the band and stuff, you know, so, you know, it's
I remember, I have a distinct memory. I was, back when I was the art director of Revolver, we did the 100 Greatest Living Rock Stars issue. And at the time, you know, we had Gene Simmons and Axl Rose, and we had an argument. We're like, we're going to put on 3 young guys. And it was you and Andy and Ben, Danny from Ask Alexandria at the time. And everyone's like, who are these guys? I'm like, trust me, trust me, trust me. Thank you for being very successful now. Because now we look.
Because
like,
you proved that you,
Because there were a lot of people like, well, who are these guys?
Hey, man, I didn't realize that was you.
That was awesome. You came to the Golden Gods that year. And I want to tell you, a couple years later, we did one of my favorite moments of my career. We had you and Coolio play at the AP Awards. And you don't know this, but Joe Perry from Aerosmith came up to me with the joint, and he's like, who the fuck are those guys?
Stop, dude.
I said,
that's so
sick. Falling Reverse. He goes, cool. And you were up there with...
that's incredible.
What's his name? Tyler from Issues. And
I'm glad you told me that now, because if you had told me that, I wouldn't have appreciated it.
No one believed that Joe Perry was there. Someone's like, "Who is that? Joe Perry?" I'm like, "Nah, it just looks like him."
Bro,
I didn't want anyone
tell me
bothering
this 10 years later.
I wanted to save it for this interview.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So great. And now, guys, it was just announced, obviously, a couple weeks ago. You guys are going to be, I think, on the tour of the summer. You guys, Avenged Sevenfold, Living Color. What's that? You know, are you excited to play those shows? Madison Square Garden. That's got to be top of the food chain. That's, you know, Sinatra played there, right? So
it's insane.
Pretty wild, for sure.
I saw Queen there, I saw Aerosmith there, I saw a million bands.
Bro, that's sick. When you tell me those things, when you see like Queen, Queen's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah,
you know,
I saw them twice with Freddie. Like, I saw him not at the Opera
really
Tour,
sick, dude.
and it was unbelievable. I saw him in the theater first, Beacon Theater. It was
Tell me
like
about that.
changed my life. Remember we talked about it?
Yeah.
And then a year later with Thin Lizzy opening Date the Races when they did open with Tie Your Mother Down at the Garden when
That's
it got big enough to
cool,
play.
That's a cool story and a memory to have that. I wish I could have experienced something like that, you know. But I have some.
But you're that for someone out there that's young.
Yeah.
That will remember like I do about Queen. They'll be like, I saw Falling in Reverse then, and it was unbelievable, and it'll always have that blueprint. You know what I mean? It'll be there.
I saw him at Jerry's Pizza in what's that? Where's that located? You know what I'm talking? Bakersfield, California. Pops. Jerry's Pizza.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited we finally had the incredible Falling Reverse here. Ronnie, Luke. Good luck today at Sonic Temple. You guys are closing out, I believe it was the Octane stage, or you're on the main stage?
I think we're on the main right before Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie,
I think that's what it is.
Well deserved. You know, we've seen you over the years build up to this moment.
Thank you.
Couldn't happen to better, hardworking dudes.
Thank you.
Guys, Power Hour Access TV. We've been backstage here. See you out there soon.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.